Right, let's start that again. Hello everyone and welcome to our weekly modern tournament here at Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mick, I'm one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church Morley. Oh wow, well, why is it playing back?
Making my long-awaited return to the ring, not to the ring.
To the ring, Manalots.
You know, back in the booth.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know. It's because there we go.
And
yeah.
And we've already got some technical difficulties
to
herald my return.
Of course. You.
It's my fault. Everything's been
fine. It's you, man. It's you. All right.
It's all me. And it's good to be back.
Yeah.
I've missed,
been away.
Been away for a while. Been traveling around Europe.
Oh, that's nice.
But back in Singapore.
How? Which part of Europe were you?
All over the shop. Went to Italy for a little bit. Was back in the UK.
Right. Okay.
Went to Dubrovnik. Did the Game of Thrones tour.
Right.
Because some of Game of Thrones is filmed there, like King's Landing, which was very exciting. It was good. And now I'm back in. I was going to say sunny Singapore, but it's been bloody miserable.
It's been miserable.
It's like being back in the UK. Yeah. So we're back. I haven't. Been a bit out of the Magic game for a while, but Modern doesn't move that quickly. That's the best thing about it.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, like you've been away for like a set release.
Yeah.
And still things are like not. They're pretty much the same.
Haven't touched a new set yet.
Yeah.
Looking to at some point in the not too distant future
give it a
play
try.
Some Guilds of Ravnica with my second favorite guild, Selesnya.
Oh.
Second favorite.
Second favorite. Watching a match between Conrad Dungan and Lim Wei Song. Wei Song is playing the black-white zombies.
This is not a deck we've seen before.
I've seen it before. You haven't seen it before.
No.
Does not mean I have not seen it before.
Sorry, let me refresh that. When I do my weekly Modern deep dive, this is not a deck that pops up in my top. It's it looks like it's playing top hits from standard 6 months ago, right? Lord of the Accursed on the battlefield. There's a Dread Wanderer in the graveyard.
Oh yeah.
I see a
Crypt
is it what's that? The white
Relentless
blue
Dead.
Wandering Mummy, is that the card he's got in his hand? Wayward Servant.
Yeah.
So whenever a zombie comes into play, drain one.
Yep.
I assume that what is going on? Is this good enough?
Okay, so I've seen like Wei Song play this deck, right? And it is incredibly fun. Like if you see it go off, and more often than not it goes off, like it is really fun to watch.
What is going off?
So turn 1 you go
Dread
stuff like
Wanderer.
Crypt Breaker.
Okay, sure.
And then turn 2 depends. Like you can just like get value out of it, and then turn 3 and turn 4 is like when it starts to get a bit crazy because you cast a zombie on turn 3. And then suddenly, if you had a Crypt Breaker, like you're drawing extra cards. If you had, I don't know, if it was, Lord of the Accursed, like, all your stuff get pumped up. Wayward Servant and the guy Binding Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
The one that taps
one
down,
white, tap down creature, yeah.
Actually pretty good in this format.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's interesting.
Because like most of the times, Liliana goes down. No removal even.
I'm very intrigued. We're going to see a Crypt Break here.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by this because these are like Amonkhet limited medium stars. Right,
medium
like
stars.
Binding Mummy. Like there was that white black, so you can draft the white black zombies deck in Amonkhet, and it gets better when.
Okay, right?
Yeah, and all of a sudden you're telling me that they are making it into a modern deck.
Yeah.
Where people, as we've just seen, play Assassin's Trophy, the new card from Guilds of Ravnica, like Abrupt Decay plus Path to Exile for Abrupt to Exile or Path to Decay or something like that. We'll get there. Yeah, we're still working on that one. So I'm surprised. And then Scavenging Ooze, which is like better than every creature in the zombie deck.
Yeah, but it gets taken. Surprisingly, it gets taken out quite easily. And,
yeah.
That's how this deck works, right? Like it's just getting like a little bit of value, and then suddenly it goes off. And here we see Wayward Servant, and looks like Wei Song's gonna try to play a few more zombies, and the more zombies that he plays, oh wow, he's got like
Mummies
two
in
Binding
hand.
Mummies,
Yeah. So an interesting card, Gravecrawler.
Yeah.
The one from Dark Ascension.
Yeah.
So that can come back from the graveyard, which is obviously good with winding, with binding servant.
Yeah.
And is good with Crypt Breaker to get you 3 zombies, so that you can tap 3, draw a card.
Yep.
So I don't know if that's in here. The interesting choice is we've only seen basic lands.
Oh
I feel like this is an isolated. Concealed courtyard, isolated chapel, godless shrine sort of deck, rather than a 4 basic swamp and a basic plain sort of deck.
Yeah, it's not a budget. I mean, like, by no means is this like a budget deck, but like really the cards aren't cards aren't too expensive.
Yep.
But it looks like Wei Song just stuck on black mana. Which
needs white.
Well, it was okay because like his starting hand was Crypt Breaker, so you could go just Crypt Breaker and then just like start discarding all your white cards.
Yep. Find zombies, tap them, draw cards.
Exactly, and then that will get you to your lands, right? Because what's more important is probably triggering all the abilities.
Zombie taken, get sacrificed, Liliana.
Yeah.
Is he playing? Was it called Liliana's Mastery? No, the XX Black.
I don't know.
And it's the target creature gets -X or put X zombies, then target creature gets
that's
-X
Dark Salvation, right? Yeah.
Dark Salvation.
That's Dark Salvation.
Okay,
the Mastery is the.
Is that the? Oh no, Mastery's 3 black. Put 2 zombies and they get +1/+1/+1. Yeah. So I assume he's not playing that one. So the other one is he? There's a card that's been recently reprinted, Death Baron. 1 black.
Yeah,
so that's another Lord.
There might be. I don't think that's in the deck. I know that Lord of Accursed is in the deck.
Well, it gives a menace as well, right?
Yeah,
which is the upside. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see if this is he going to be grindier than the green-black grindy deck? Maybe with Crypt Breaker, right? You can
get a lot of value out of Crypt Breaker. Just let me pop out a dude. Block taps
and we can see that he's following the Mick plan of attack, where he's discarding the white cards and then making zombies and then tapping down scavenging ooze,
draining you, tapping down scavenging ooze, and then finally being able to get in for some damage. And Wei Song here is like, he's fine. He can take he can take the damage, right?
I mean, this is a racing game here, I think.
Yeah.
What is not good? Comrade has 2 Field of Ruins on the battlefield. Not you look at his like four basic swamps and the basic things, like, oh,
not the best.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to give you anything.
And Wei Song is like probably just gonna drop his lands. Like, yeah, sure, bro. You can just take away my non-basics. I'll get more, or not even lay the land. Just like at this point in time, like he's probably just gonna discard all the lands, right?
I think so. Every land he has goes to Crypt Breaker. I don't think unless it's a plains. I think he probably wants maybe 1 more plains, and then he's good for lands.
Can anyone in the chat let me know if the audio has been fixed? Just let me know.
Hopefully they can hear our dulcet tones.
Yeah, but so if I don't get a response, right, just
I
assume that the audio is still broken, and then we've been like talking about nothing at all for like the last 10 minutes. Static sound. Audio seems good. All right. Thanks, Taylor Pratt.
Good.
All right, look at that. Like, he produces a zombie, taps down.
Taps down the untapped scavenging ooze and then swings in. I mean, he's winning this race very handily, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Conrad really needs to find some removal.
And he's like trying to eat up. I mean, like, he's trying to eat up.
Okay, that's a good blocker.
Yeah, that's a great blocker.
That's a good blocker.
And so, what Wei Song now needs is a Law of the Accursed.
Mm-hmm.
And then Conrad's in a whole bunch of trouble.
Yeah. But, Conrad is in a bit of a strange position, right? Because he can attack, but Wei Song can just, make a zombie chump and then keep the Crypt Breaker around, tap 3 zombies, which he has to draw a card, and have the fuel to keep doing that, and then look for the opportunity to look for either the card he needs,
and and then on top of that, like, it's draining you
exactly
and tapping down your creatures. So there's a lot of synergy.
Yeah. You might have converted me to this deck. I was very skeptical about playing medium uncommon cards.
It is.
You might have converted me. I don't know how this deck beats like a combo deck. I don't know how this deck beats Storm.
No, I don't think
it doesn't beat Storm, right?
Or
like just guide control.
Maybe post sideboard.
Maybe with
like you go
discard,
Thoughtseize,
right? Yeah,
Thoughtseize, Inquisition, Thoughtseize type of deal.
Yeah, I don't know how it beats like blue-white control either. They just like wrath you and you go, okay, I'm
oh,
really
no,
sad.
no, dude. It's so good to beat blue-white control, man.
No,
like,
it's not
there's so much recursion from the graveyard, and there's so much value that you get. You know, Relentless Dead is...
Relentless Dead is good.
You slam Relentless Dead after... and you only do it like after everything's done and dusted, right? And then you slam that Relentless Dead and your opponent's like, oh, no.
Gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
Gonna have a bad time.
I should have saved my Path to Exile for Relentless Dead, but you don't know what's coming. So...
this looks like a...
This looks like Lord of the Cursed. Or like some kind of... Oh, this is fun. Graph Digger Ghoul, I think, or something along those lines. He can't kill right now, I think. Oh yeah, that's insane, right?
Oh wow. So this is
kind of dumb.
So this is a Colossus, right?
Yeah, this is Graph Digger's Colossus.
Graph Digger's Colossus, yeah.
So he can start like drawing cards, and then they become like zombies.
Yep.
And then you cast more zombies, and then you get even more zombies, and then you drain your opponent even more.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of dumb.
It's not bad.
Like this deck is.
I mean, it looks like Wei Sung might be on the draining plan now rather than on the.
Yeah, I suspect so. Like that, there's no, he's gonna find it really difficult to get in. But I mean, what's 12? I mean, what's 8 life, right?
Nothing.
Every single zombie that you cast is 2 life. Yeah, Digraph Colossus.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? This deck is hella fun to play.
I'm intrigued by it. This has never popped up in my my modern deep dives when I go a bit.
This is one of those decks which is like, I will play this deck and it is like gonna beat all the meta decks.
Yeah.
And like, but it suddenly just goes around and like, yeah, okay, your deck sucks. This deck is so jank, it beats yours. And then suddenly the meta game changes and then this deck is rubbish.
All of a sudden everyone's playing Infect and you're like, well
yeah,
it was fun while it lasted. can't race that. Like, oh, no interaction. Okay.
I remember playing so many decks like exactly like this, right? It is so poised to do very well against what the meta game is. I think this deck does extremely well against control. Because there's a lot of recursion.
Yep.
There's a lot of value that you get like for free.
Taxes the threats, right?
Yeah, this is great against Death and Taxes because there's only creatures and maybe like.
So my mind casts back to a conversation we had about your Esper Spirits deck.
Oh yeah,
it was like really good, and it's now just like, no, that's not a.
This is very bad. Like it will fare very badly.
You're like, I'm like locked in, ready to go. This is the right deck, and then it's like, no, not
the only
unplayable, literally unplayable.
Okay, the only way that I probably can get around this is that there is at least one. What's that? The 2/2 flyer. Drogskull Captain.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the only way that this gets around it, and it'll be really cool because like this is the quintessential battle, right? Why does it keep telling me to log in? Come on.
Technical difficulties on Facebook. It seems that we're having.
This is dumb. But yeah, I mean like this is the quintessential. If you do put like the spirits deck, like this is, spirits versus zombies. This is the other half. After the humans die, the only deck that will be missing is like the humans deck. So the humans die, leave behind the corpse. The corpse becomes a zombie, and then
But don't they?
Wait, spiritual person.
Well, this is the thing, right? How do you go from a human, right? Then it diverges into zombies, which are the soulless corpses, and spirits, which are
the souls.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but the spirits. Yeah, so
exactly.
if you die, then you leave behind your shell. Your shell becomes a zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a spiritual person, of course, then you have a spirit. The spirit becomes a spirit. That'll be really fun. So like if you start unsleeving like the human deck, you'll get both like the spirit deck and.
If only it worked like that.
That's how magic cards work.
If only it worked. Well, they are magic is in the name, right?
It's magic. All right, so lining up blocks here, Conrad. Really confused. What? Oh, gosh. Somebody saying that they're static. Can you send over the no? Can you send over the headphones?
We are.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm probably gonna donate my keyboard again. Oh yeah, there is that little like. Sorry, folks. There's this little like sound. Apologies.
So, and we're gonna see.
We need better equipment.
And we're gonna see tap and then 3 for the crypt breaker. Draw card.
Yep.
Take no doubt. Just take some.
Take I don't know Tamagotchi damage.
Yeah.
And what's his name damage? Yeah, you want to eat up that like relentless dead.
So I'm interested as well. Comrade's deck. He's playing like a black-green rock deck.
Yeah.
So we don't see this deck. This deck
we
historically
see like
Jund or Abzan.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't see straight black-green, which I think this deck is because of the Field of Ruins. You know, normally the 3-color decks can't stretch to the Field of Ruins, and this deck seems to have come around because of Assassin's Trophy.
Yeah.
Right. People are playing this deck
because
of Assassin's Trophy.
Specifically because of Assassin's Trophy, but like. Okay, fine. You got Abrupt Decay and Assassin's Trophy, right? So that's like 6 of the most powerful removal in the game. Like destroy target permanent is,
It's good.
Is powerful. Is extremely powerful. Oh wow!
Comrade saying no, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
Just you're gonna get me. Wow, zombies 1-0.
Yeah. Crazy, right? This
big
deck is nuts.
Big.
Wait, song wins. So what were we talking about?
Yeah,
and Assassin's Trophy. So like, it's a really powerful card. I mean, like Beast Within was part of the Jund deck for a very long time, right? It was part of the red. It's still part of the red green decks. Yeah, the ones that do
Ponza.
Not have.
Yeah.
Ponza.
Well, it's the only removal green has, right? It's like literally the only removal spell that green has that can get rid of anything.
It is a catch-all. That's the amazing part.
It cares about 3/3 beast, right? If you have a,
I've got a lightning bolt.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Or if you have a Primeval Titan, who cares that they've got a 3/3? It doesn't matter.
That'll be hilarious.
Design mistake, by the way.
What, the 3/3?
No, Beast Within. Design mistake, because green shouldn't be able to kill things.
No.
As a purist.
No.
Green can kill flyers.
Green can kill
flyers.
everything.
No, with other creatures.
No, Desert Twister. Destroy target permanent.
Another mistake.
That wasn't a mistake.
Yeah,
that is like a Twister comes by your place. Everything is gone.
In modern Magic philosophy, green cannot kill green can kill creatures only with other creatures, and it can kill flyers with spells, and it can kill artifacts and enchantments.
No, I don't think so. Like,
that's what it is.
Well,
isn't it?
It's overcosted universal removal, right? There's usually green is that way, like massively overcosted universal removal. Destroy target land, destroy target. And has removal for practically anything except that fight mechanic.
You have to fight to kill a creature in green.
Yeah, that it doesn't deal like direct damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it has just destruction, destroy target flying creature, right?
Yeah, it has fly. You can kill flies, but it can't kill.
It should
if
not
there's
be
like
able
if there's
to
like a Tarmogoyf, green shouldn't be able to kill the Tarmogoyf without any creature on the battlefield on its side to either fight it or bite it.
But historically, it's got like destroy target permanent. That was not wrong. Totally on color.
Wrong. It's wrong.
If Mother Nature comes knocking at your door, like it will destroy.
Isn't this that's the flavor text for Primeval Titan, isn't it?
What?
Like if you see something coming, run. Like isn't that the flavor text for Primeval Titan?
No, I don't think it's Primeval Titan. But I remember something.
Or is that Ancient Silverback?
I think
Primeval Titans. When nature calls, run is Primeval Titan. There you go. It's Primeval Titan.
That Primeval Light, destroy enchantment. Oh, okay, yeah, destroy enchantment. Where are we? Yeah.
Yeah, when nature calls run.
Yeah.
And I like how on Magic cards the italics is non-italics for flavor text. Yeah, like the emphasis is no emphasis, just because of the like quirks of how it's formatted.
Oh man.
So, but yeah, these black-green decks are popping up. I don't know how good they are. I don't know how much of a difference one Assassin's Trophy makes. I guess you can. It does. It is a catch-all. It's literally everything, right? So, but I don't know how much better that makes a deck that contains fundamentally the same cards as Jund, but without the Bloodbraid Elves and the Lightning Bolts positioned and the Terminates.
Exactly. Like I question like rock decks. I mean like black green is strong, but usually black green has like some form of pox type element, like white, black, and like green black.
Yeah.
Usually have like some kind of like pox ish control ish type of deal, and well, I guess that's what it does have here, right? Just a bit more control-y elements. Not so much a tempo deck. Like I'm just going to slam good stuff.
Well, yeah, it's like the whole Jund paradigm is my cards have literally no synergy with each other,
but they're just the best.
They're just like the best cards in these colors, and I'm just going to play them on curve.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a Nihil Spellbomb for Comrade there. And
I don't feel like I don't feel that like there's any advantage of doing this over like Jund, right? Jund's strong. Jund's powerful.
And Conrad cycles the Nihil Spellbomb on turn 1 to find a second land, which he promptly does off the top. And we're going to see it. Yeah, wait. Dread Wanderer.
This has to be a land.
Servant.
No, that's a Liliana.
So he does have a Dark Confidant. The tension is, do I play the Dark Confidant looking for a land, knowing that there's a lot of pressure on the table, and my Dark Confidant is essentially an enchantment?
Yeah, I think...
Because if he finds a land next turn, he's got Tarmogoyf and Fatal Push in hand, so he says, no, I can't risk it.
He's going to go like Fatal Push, get rid of...
Yeah, Fatal Push, get rid of the Wayward Servant.
Yeah, but Wei Song 10 is pretty interactive, I feel.
Trip Breaker, yeah.
Right. So respond, just going to get rid of your Wayward Servant.
It says that's fine.
Beats him for 2. And I think Wei Song's hand is pretty interactive. Like whatever Conrad here has to pitch out. Like
I don't know. I mean, if you're going to do that on turn 2, you got to do it on turn. You got to put it out there.
Oh, and it gets Fatal Push.
It does get Fatal Push, but you got to put it out there then.
Like
I think
2,
yeah. Like if you're going to make that play, you got to make that play then. Because
and here I think it's too late, right?
There's a real danger of just snowballing. Is that Conrad really needs to be able to deploy 2 cards a turn. He needs to have a blocker, Tarmogoyf, in the hand, and then is that another Fatal Push, or is that Tireless Tracker at the front of his hand?
Tireless Tracker.
Yeah, so he needs to be able to play Tarmogoyf to block, and then next turn be able to play something.
Land.
Yeah.
Oh man,
because that takes it out of that.
Wow.
And we're going to see.
Just going to get rid of his lands.
And he has a Path to Exile in hand as well.
And he's probably just going to path the...
Yeah, it helps Conrad out a bit, but the Tireless Tracker, we're going to see. Tireless Tracker gets a bit crazy. I don't know if this is the matchup in which Wei Sung should be worried about Tireless Tracker, because Conrad probably isn't going to have enough time to sacrifice my clue. Like, he's going to need to be addressing Wei Sung's threats or deploying his own threats, and then you're like, well, whatever, I don't care that you've drawn half a card from one clue.
Oh, but like, look at that. Like, he's got another. I mean, like he doesn't care, right?
Doesn't
like,
get his kick straight, right?
Yeah, right now he's like just pushing. He's just trying to push damage through, and so he's gonna leave the Crypt Breaker behind.
He's discarding.
No? Okay, so
make another zombie. Diversification of threats.
Gonna draw extra cards, which is great. I think he's just looking for a Lord, right?
Yeah, Lord of the Accursed would be great because he knows that Conrad's probably not going to be able to deploy 2 threats a turn, so Menace is just going to make his creatures functionally unblockable. And then you're looking at 12 power with the Crypt Breaker, 14 power of Menace on the table if he has enough Lord of the Accursed. Even something like we don't know if he's playing Deathbrand, but even like Deathbrand, just Death Touch means that blocking a zombie is such a bad proposition for a Tarmogoyf, right?
Yeah, man. No, I don't think he is. But
but it's
that's the bad juju's.
Yeah, because Lord of the Accursed, you do have to tap it to give them
menace.
Yeah. It's not just they get +1/+1, but you need to tap to get Menace.
Yeah, but even giving them like +1/+1 is already a very powerful effect.
Yeah. And what's going on here? Is that just a Tarmogoyf counter?
Yeah, just the Tarmogoyf, like that's gonna cut it.
It's like it's acceptable, but it's not exceptional.
Yeah. I agree.
And you see a Fatal Push in hand, another Tireless Tracker. There's a Liliana, second Tarmogoyf. I mean, the second Tarmogoyf is a better brick wall.
But he doesn't know that Wei Song here has like 2 pieces of removal, and that's tough.
I mean, he's probably thinking, all right, I can deal with one, but the second one, if you have it, you got me.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not gonna even bother. Sorry, folks. The those of you who are on our Facebook stream, I'd like to invite you over to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GreyHoleGames, because, man, Facebook is acting up like crazy.
Whoa, wow. Okay. Now we got some game. Now I'm interested.
Oh, no, but there's a Path to Exile.
That's disappointing.
Wow.
The traitor.
And yeah, just keep drawing cards like he doesn't care. He's not even attacking.
No, just fill up the hand, make loads of zombies. We're gonna see a. No, can't play your Fatal Push. You can play Gravedigger.
And like Conrad's like, yeah.
I'm gonna have a bad time with that Fatal Push.
Well, that sucks.
Yep. So he needs 2 blockers. Isn't gonna do it.
All right. Scavenging Ooze is a good start.
Scavenging Ooze, but needs to use all of his green. Can't play another creature because he needs to use all of his green mana.
No, but like he knows that Wei Song has
push,
like push in hand.
He needs. So you go Liliana -1. I go Gravedigger.
Hey, bro, let me just show you.
Yeah, I don't know what Comrade really needed a.
He needed land. Like I think
he needed a damnation. That's what he needed. Damnation. Because the damnation does take care of this problem because you don't have raid for or the Dread Wanderer. The Gravedigger needs something like it stops them. I keep thinking that the Dread Wanderer is the one from Khans of Tarkir, which is the 2/1, the warrior, which has whenever they attack.
It's about the same.
Yeah. But I keep thinking it's that. It's not though.
It's not. It can come back by itself.
It can come back by itself for 2 and a black.
There is some. I mean, like there is some recursion, which is why I'm saying like this is pretty good against.
Against the control decks, right? Yeah, they have to Path to Exile it.
Yeah, there's some. I mean, like there's Tarmogoyf as well, and like a Fatal Push.
I think he was very hasty to run out the Scavenging Ooze there.
I don't know. You need blockers, right? At the end of the day.
So if you need blockers, you got to just commit to either your Tireless Tracker being the saddest chump blocker in the world, or your Tarmogoyf just running out there. But even then, Wei Song's just going to go past like Fatal Push.
And then just swing in with like the rest of the gang, right? Like that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
The only thing is
you've got your own Fatal Push, right? Like so, your Fatal Push gets rid of his 2, his 2 power.
So there is a way. I think there is a way he can. He's just thinking, is there a way I can survive?
No, I don't think there is. He's definitely taking like 5 points of damage.
So you block their trade. So you can take He
can take away 1. Okay, so let's say he takes away a token, right?
Yep, and then he's got 7 points of attacking. So you block with the Scavenging Ooze. You still take 5. Yeah, okay, so you can't. Yeah.
Yeah, Wei Song. Like I mean, like
just snap the Fatal Push off now.
Like he knows he knows you have it.
I know that you know.
I know you know. I know you know. We all know, I guess. Yeah, takes away the Scavenging Ooze. That's of course the biggest threat.
Oh, in response, okay, he's gaining a life.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the same result anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same result. Comrade, for me, turn 2, Dark Confidant.
Should have been the Dark Confidant, right?
Get your second land. Just like go, all right, I just need lands. Like my hand is going to play out very well if I have lands, and if I keep drawing my lands, I can play out my Tarmogoyfs, my Tireless Trackers. That's fine. I can
turn 3.
Yeah, and if I can get 1 land off Dark Confidant, then I can trade for it. That's what I think he should have done, rather than being passive with the Fatal Push play.
Well, I don't know why he would have kept the Nihil Spellbomb. Right, the one lander Nihil Spellbomb, like that
Yes.
wasn't that.
I think you can get a reasonable 6-card hand that's probably better than one land cycle Nihil Spellbomb on turn 2,
Exactly,
because you have to cycle
yeah.
on turn 2, so you're missing your turn 2 play anyway.
Yeah.
So I think you can probably get a reasonable 6-card hand that's slightly better, but don't know. Interesting zombies.
Cool, eh? All right.
Can't believe it.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to change the title of the thing. So this is not Eternal Sunday.
It's not Eternal Sunday.
Yeah, it's More Than Modern. Anyway, yeah, you've been watching More Than Modern. Remember, you can join us on the stream usually every Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Singapore time on twitch.tv/GreyOgreGames. This whole month, every Sunday, there's going to be a tournament, and we're going to be streaming at 1 p.m. Singapore time this coming Sunday.
Every Sunday?
Every Sunday, this month. Just this month
Every
alone.
Sunday?
Yeah, every Sunday.
Okay.
Just this month, just this weekend, we will be having, what's it called? Standard. It's our monthly. Yeah, for our Grey Ogre Games Invitationals, and then the following weekend will be PPTQ. But of course, there will be a lot more magic in between. You can also watch replays of all the games on youtube.com/GreyOgreGames. And if you like what we do and you like what you hear, just follow our Instagram, Facebook,
Twitter.
and Twitter
There you go.
pages. They're all Grey Ogre Games, GREY. And yeah, do check out our website, greyogames.com. Find out more about the invitationals and how you can participate. So yeah, we'll catch you guys later, so don't go anywhere. See you. Welcome to your weekly modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's More Than Modern. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the future pro of Yampun.
Hey guys.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You okay?
Things are alright. Oh, look at the island. It's a cute island.
Look at the Elan. That's not an island.
Oh,
That's a forest, dude. What's up
it's
with
a forest.
yeah, island fetch with the
with the foothills. Yeah.
You've been coding a bit too much.
Yeah.
Mark changed his email, his passwordy thing.
Alright, let's go to my account. I have the
alright.
Grey Ogre thing.
You log in. You do you. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
All right. Looks like Dominic's playing Naya, like basically green white value town. But stuck on one land right now, and he needs. All right. So draws that second land, and here we go. Wow, Knight of the Reliquary. I would have thought you played the Corsair of Crew Fix, right?
Yeah, right?
Right.
You get more value.
Yeah, you got more vials. Yeah, and you know, Arno here can just start stripping Dominic's hand.
Yeah. Oh,
And there we go, yeah.
okay.
Speak of the devil.
Path to Exile, okay.
Takes away the path to exile. Lays a tap land and just passes the turn. So
Arno just taking it slow here. Taking
yeah,
it
Arno,
nice and slow.
Arno I'm just gonna take the damage and be fine with it. Let's open up. Where's our Twitch?
Twitch?
Twitch. Yeah. There we go. Let's open up some Gatherer. Alfian, Gatherer, please.
Gatherer.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so if you want to interact with us, you can do so on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GreyOgreGames.
Oh, we need to change the title.
You need to change. Oh, yeah, we do. No, you do it.
Okay.
Come on, Alfian. Swings in for 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, Arno, I don't think Arno should be worried, right? He's got things under control. But that Corsair here might get out of hand.
Right.
quite quickly. With the life gain.
Man, I don't need like to play a threat or like start answering threats.
All right, Bob.
okay.
Yeah, Bob is a legitimate threat.
Yeah,
I think.
kind of. And
it's gonna stick. But like, how much damage can Arnold take before the Bob becomes
one of
a
Dominic's
big
threats.
problem? And there we go, extra land off the
Oh,
top. He
breeding
can
pool.
play that second Corsair or Crew Fix, get some extra value out of that. Yeah, green white value town.
Yeah,
Awesome,
who knew?
What do you mean, who knew?
Who knew that this would be a good deck?
Yeah, it's always a good deck, man. Why isn't
our Facebook working?
there we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Say something. Maybe put just modern. Who needs to say?
Wow.
Who needs to say anything?
Yeah.
Modern. That's it.
It's just modern, man. Come on.
Enough said. All right, let's go live.
Are we going live?
We are. Yeah, the other day the Twitch chat apparently
Was bugged.
Yeah, I said that it wasn't working, but somebody commented and said that yeah, it was working. We're trying to talk to you, Mick. Trying to communicate. Communicate. And Dominic here stuck in a little bit of a loop. And I think I gotta tell him you gotta do something right now.
Gotta be a bit faster, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's doing something. He's gonna play his Brain Pool tapped, I think. Untapped, okay. So
Untapped. So gonna take 2, gain 1.
So he's gonna flip up Coco. Wait, no, this is not Experimental Frenzy.
No. Oh, that would be so fun, right? Like,
Right.
you can just like keep playing creatures off the top of your deck, and after that use what's
Now the
name?
Reliquary.
Yeah, not a reliquary. Just erase stuff that you don't want. Gonna draw a card here, which is a Path to Exile, and looks like he might just use that path.
I mean, that's a decent idea.
Yeah.
You path the Bob, you swing in your whole team, you get it for a decent amount of damage.
Yo, dude, you need to pay white. Yep.
You need to pay white.
Keeping the white mana up there. Needs to reveal the top card of his library.
Yeah, he does.
Because from the Corsair. Can somebody tell Dominic that?
Okay,
Thanks, Alfian.
I'll tell him.
Thanks. You're good. You're a good boy. And then casts a... Go to the table. Go to the table, Alfian. Just go to the table. Yeah, Temple Garden. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage, yeah.
Duct tape, man.
Duct tape. It's down to 8 already.
Yeah, so Arno here, sweeper or bust. Damnation
Yeah,
would
Damnation
be,
would be very good.
yeah, Damnation would be obviously the best choice here. Does get rid of most things, but that pesky elemental, yeah, gonna be a thorn.
You could
in his side.
Damnation, Bolt, or Damnation Veil push. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like he doesn't have
Scavenging,
it, though.
yeah, Scavenging Ooze is fine.
Scooze
I
is
guess,
alright.
Yeah.
But man, do you think Dominic plays Coco in his deck?
Yeah, dude. We saw like the first thing that Arno stripped out of his hand was Coco, but I don't agree with that play.
You
Right,
don't?
taking away the Coco. Like, you should be taking away like early threats,
Yeah.
especially if your hand is very removal light, as we've seen Arno's hand shape out, and yeah, I don't think it was the best sequencing from Arno, to be honest.
I'll
for
pick the
Jandek.
Noble Hierarch.
Well, the Noble Hierarch was already on,
Oh, it's on the field.
I think.
Okay.
And I would have taken the Corsair of Crufix, probably.
Okay.
I think that's the one that gains Dominic a lot of value.
Ooh, another one.
Right, so second Bob and
Ooze.
a Scavenging Ooze.
So this looks pretty alright, I guess.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean,
it's
for
not
Dominic,
bad.
it's because this is easily Dominic can easily like go past that wall of monsters, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if Arno wants to like trade, like Arno can't trade off anything.
Yeah.
With the exception of the Voice of Resurgence, which, well, obviously Dominic's not going to attack in with, right?
Actually, he might. He wants like the creature, the elemental to, cause he has a decent amount of creatures on his field already.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's got to be worried though. Like, Arno here might just pull out like a
push.
Yeah, fatal push or something.
Yeah.
Alright, so 3 mana for the cost of Crew Fix, which I think should have come down last turn. I don't think, you should be committing that that many threats onto the board. I don't think you should be casting it at this point.
Right.
I mean, like,
yeah, I think you should be playing it a bit earlier so you can get more value off the life gain.
Yeah, either you play it earlier or like don't play it right now because like you are so far ahead.
Right.
A damnation will just like wipe your board clean. Easy.
Well, maybe Dominic is just playing on the fact that maybe Arnold doesn't have damnation main boards.
Well, John generally doesn't have damnation main boards. I think. But I've seen Arno like play. I think I've seen Arno play like one main board damnation. Ooh. Which is why I think Arno is trying to resolve the bob as fast as try and get as much value as.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You see, you play Bob. You flip damnation. You take 4, and now he's down to 4. so
who says you take 4? You flip a land.
Oh, so then you draw damnation.
And then you draw the damnation. Yeah, exactly. And you draw the damnation. Come on, man. Anyway, yeah, you can start gaining life here, I believe. Is there a creature?
Oh, land.
Yeah, okay, so he takes away the land. Slowly eating away the graveyard. Let's say Liliana off the top.
That's painful.
Goes down to 1 from the
damnation? Nope, that's a Blackcleave Cliffs.
Yeah. So I think that's it.
Blackcleave Cliffs. Does he have it?
You can play the Liliana, but
Liliana's not gonna do much, man. Unless it somehow forces Dominic to attack everything to Liliana, which I don't think will happen.
Yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. He can tick up though. See, Voice of Resurgence goes to the graveyard. He gets the giant token. That is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
5.
That's a big token, man.
He will trade off his Bob, and yeah, I don't think there's much left to do.
So you block the. He's thinking just Knight. Oh no, he's activating the Knight. Okay, so he sends his plane to the graveyard. Looks like he's playing Bent Nightfall actually.
Oh yeah. Now I mean, like, we just saw the
breeding pool.
The breeding pool, right?
Yeah. So I thought it was like we thought it was like green white value town, but actually it's Bent Nightfall because we saw the breeding pool.
I think it's still green white.
Gavany Township.
Yeah, but I still think it's like green white, like value town. Right?
Ben Coco, just like in standard last time.
Yeah.
Those were horrible days.
Dominic here probably not gonna do anything, and just hope that Arnold's gonna, Arnold's Bob is gonna kill him.
Even Mind Sensor, that's pretty good. Actually, you can just all in him, right?
Yeah. So he's gonna eat some creatures. He eats the Voice of Resurgence, and probably the Path to Exile. Oh, another land. Gains 1 life, but is that enough? I'm quite sure Arno here is just gonna flip a land off the top.
Oh, really?
That's not normal.
You can flip a one cost card too, I guess.
Normal.
Ghost Quarters. Oh, that's a good card. But not really.
Was that an end step?
No.
How did he untap the? Wait. I'm very confused.
Well, Arnold's allowing it, so most likely we're just missing something.
Yeah, just swing in. Yeah, you did.
He died.
All right.
That was a rather straightforward game.
Yeah, I think, I think Arno just made like very bad sequencing at the start, right?
Really?
Like,
I don't think so. I think I was just like light on removal.
it was like a removal, yeah, but because of that, I think you needed to take different creatures
Right,
from,
yeah, you need to play a bit
or
differently.
different things from Dominic's hand, right? Like, you wouldn't be taking,
Coco?
Inquisition, yeah, you wouldn't be taking a Coco. I think Inquisition first, take away the early.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know me. The OPP.
Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our weekly modern tournament here at Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church Mollick.
Yeah, we've had an interesting time discussing songs in the break, haven't we?
Yeah.
With
Like JPP, yeah, you know me. Like,
I'm still not convinced that's a song.
No,
I trust you. I trust you. I trust you.
Man, that's pretty bad. Naughty by Nature. Anyone out there in the chat knows Naughty by Nature?
Is that a real song? Let's confirm that first.
No, that is a real song. That is a legit song, right? R&B/rap, hip hop. I don't know what genre it was. Hip hop.
It's hip hop.
Hippity hop.
Yeah, that's the one. Is it?
Hip hop. Can't stop. Watching a match here between Brian Lim on the left and John Popo on the right. Brian,
Boom.
of course, playing
Burn. Boom.
Boom.
Red in all formats.
Yep.
A man who is committed to ensuring that he has a long break in between every round of Magic that he has. Either wins quickly or loses quickly.
And Brian has been known to lose pretty quickly by his own accord. Like
spontaneously explodes.
Yeah, it's like I am so far in the lead. Now I'm going to lose this game all by myself.
Congratulations.
Let's see whether he does it tonight. But I think his hand is pretty stacked.
He's got a stomping ground there.
Yeah.
That's what you never want to see.
Yeah. Well, you want to fetch for it, right?
You don't. It's like the last. It's like worse than a mountain.
Yeah.
Especially
It's
in game
like
one.
take two damage just
For a mountain.
For a mountain.
Awful.
Yeah.
It's like literally. Honestly, Songground is the trap drawer. So there has been some discussion about whether you should be playing the.
Just the red white.
Should you just play red white?
Oh wow.
And then play you smash to smithereens. Or should you play red white /green in order to enable you to play Destructive Revelry? And recent lists. So Burn's had a bit of resurgence in modern, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Respect the power of the Burn.
I think like Burn is just Burn's been trying to integrate new stuff, right? New cards from Guilds of Ravnica.
Risk factor. Love it. Two red.
Yeah.
Was it deal 4 damage, or you get to draw 3 cards, and it has jump start, so I can discard my land.
Browbeat, Browbeat was not a good card, but maybe risk factor.
That's the main. Right. That's the main card. There's nothing in the Boros deck, like in Boros this time, that is particularly good otherwise.
There seems, or I've seen people try, or at least I've heard about people trying out the new Experimental Frenzy, which is...
it's too expensive for Modern.
Yeah, I know.
4 mana, too expensive.
Mana, yeah.
No, that's wrong.
But they play it in Legacy.
Are they?
That's nuts.
Yeah, but in a deck that can, like, Ancient Tomb.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, is that in the red is that in the red prison deck?
Must
be. Can't be in any other deck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that card is good. And any card that allows you to play cards from the top of your library is like...
Keep going, right?
Yeah. People don't understand that. Like, when you play that card, and then you're like, I'll play a land, I'll play a spell. Oh, there's a land, there's a land on top, I'll draw the land, I'll play a spell, I'll play a spell, I'll play a land, I'll play a spell. You're just like, what?
Like, what just happened? Did the guy just, draw 3 cards this turn?
Yeah.
If you're drawing 3 cards a turn, that's pretty good. That is an Ancestral Visions, Ancestral Recall every single turn.
Yeah.
So John Popo here playing. Oh,
He's playing Bant Spirits.
yeah.
Oh, it might be straight blue-white, considering he's playing Vapor Snag.
Yeah.
Which is
It's pretty good.
fine if you're the aggressor, but probably
I don't
coming
think John
out.
Popo is like.
Yeah, I mean, I think Brian's in a bad situation here. That lightning bolt, that needed to be a Searing Blaze, so that he could at least make John Paul consider the sacrifice for the Mausoleum Wanderer. Because the Mausoleum Wanderer is going to get better when you can start rattle chainsing
and
then
rattle
Drogskull
chainsing and Drogskull
Captain,
Captain,
Supreme
yeah.
Phantom. Like, the
Drogskull Captain is like, with Mausoleum Wanderer in this matchup, is like just, you are not going to resolve that spell that you need to resolve.
yeah,
right?
Mausoleum Wanderer is good.
Powerful.
So we're going to see the same play. Oh, I don't know if I like that.
Swings in.
For one. Plays.
Rift Ball.
You're not playing the Eidolon.
Yeah, no.
His whole
you
deck
have
is
to play-
twos and threes. He has no Aether Vial. And you're not playing the Eidolon.
Yeah, man, that's so strange.
Oh, what? The Rift Bolt can wait.
I would have just like slammed the Eidolon, man.
The Rift Bolt can wait.
The Eidolon, like.
So he's
powerful.
committed now to a Lightning Bolt end of turn. Which is strange because if you're going to Lightning Bolt, you may as well Lightning Bolt immediately to get another point of damage from the Monstrous Spear.
Mm. And you would be able to pay for it, right? I mean.
Yeah, exactly. If you played your land, you just play. You play Lightning Bolt.
And then
if
just
John
get in one
Paul
more
doesn't counter,
point.
which it doesn't look like he doesn't look like, if you don't counter the first one, you're probably not countering the second one.
No.
Because you probably think that you can stymie the damage somehow.
Mm.
So if you're doing this, then you're committing to the Lightning Bolt end of turn, which is like fine, I guess. We see
He's
a
probably gonna do it when John Popo attacks, right? No. Okay, so he just takes one. That's it.
So, he doesn't even
Wow.
do it.
Okay, all right. So being patient. Well, I don't know if Brian's like doing the math right, because it is also dangerous to play the.
And you're using the Rift Bolt on the Mausoleum Wanderer.
Is he
Why
putting it on the
not use the Lightning Bolt then to make him do this at the end of his turn so he's tapped out and then cast your Lightning Bolt at his face and then get in the additional... And then if you had the Eidolon and the Great Revel, there's another 2 points of damage right there.
Yeah.
For punishing him for
So
having
this
the
is,
no
yeah.
Aether Vial draw. Surely if the Spirit deck does not have the Aether Vial, turn 2 is like slamming the Eidolon of the Great Revel and being like, come on.
That's like
Immediately like, come on then, let's play. Like,
this is gonna deal you at least 2 points of damage, right? Like you have Path to Exile and that's about it.
yeah.
That's all you have. Maybe you got Vapor Snag. Fine, that's gonna deal you 2 points of damage. Next turn is gonna deal you another 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
So this is a strange.
And he can't attack now either. So it's a 2. So it's gonna be. He's asking.
It's gonna be like
How do I deal with this?
Yeah, 2 power.
So John Paul has to.
I think Lightning Bolt. Oh man, I do not like him spending.
So he's given. John Paul has given the Mausoleum Wanderer hexproof, right, with the Rattle Chains.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't love this.
Do not like.
Well, so you got no damage and you lost two cards.
Oh, this was at the upkeep. Okay, so
Yeah, so it was in his upkeep.
Ah,
But he lost 2 cards and got no damage.
Mm-hmm.
So he's lost 6 points of damage.
No, you should be casting it. Oh, now.
This has to be an Eidolon play, but he's got 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
Path to Exile. Oh,
That's a
feels bad.
path.
If you're going to cast it.
You should, yeah.
So he's going to make
I
that play
thought
with the
was
Eidolon
okay.
on the stack anyway, right?
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah. No. Okay. So what should happen was like lightning bolt to the face, right? No,
Yeah.
sorry. What's that? What's that card? It's,
Which one? Rift
the-
Bolt.
Yeah, Rift bolt to the face. Swing in. You know your opponent doesn't do anything. Then you lightning bolt to the face, and like everything should be at the face at this point of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's see.
So Goblin Guide,
Skull crack and land. Yeah, I don't think that was a very wise decision from Brian. I think the sequencing was all wrong. He's gonna be taking 2, and here
Taps the
like this
Eidolon.
becomes a race. Like
Yeah. Eighth of Isle.
there's the 8 of Isle.
I mean,
which is
that's
completely useless.
that's a good draw for Brian though.
Yeah,
That's not a good draw for John Paul.
no kidding. Like 8
Not a
of Isle,
good draw.
the 8 of Isle is like just
Not a good draw.
this looks like 2 points of damage. 1 mana, deal yourself 2 points of damage. Like that's not.
Did you know, Mick, that
Not
the
good.
sky is blue? There you go. Just another statement like Eighth of Isle's bad.
Sky
Sky is blue.
Well, no, the
Well, the
sky's
sky's not blue. The light refracting
Yes,
is blue. Yes.
technically, it's the light being
Refracted.
reflected from the surface of the sea.
Yeah. So
That's what's causing it to be blue. So the sky's not blue. Oh, that's bad.
so you just got to trade, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you
Who cares about the
wanna-
Goblin guy? Doesn't just get their Eidolon off the battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I would have swung in with the Eidolon.
No, I
Oh.
think you keep it on the battlefield.
Yeah, it's more potent. John Popo seeing if he can, like he's calculating like, can I win with this miserable amount of damage that I have, which is a 1/1.
Maybe.
You know what?
Not next turn.
You know what will make this better?
Supreme Phantom.
No.
Draw Squad Captain.
Well, no. Yeah, all those cards, but like simple cards like Lingering Souls.
Yeah, so now he's been able to get the Eighth of Isle on the battlefield with no punishment whatsoever. Swift
They're
Spear.
gonna be, yeah.
Okay.
Swings in. So let's see.
Reveal. Another Eighth of
Another
Isle.
Eighth of Isle,
Oh,
that's
sadness.
not-
Hey,
that is
sometimes
not
this is
good.
what you need.
And that's a land in hand. Oh, that's
6
bad.
down to 6. If he casts Skullcrack, he goes down to,
Down to
he
7.
goes down to 2. If you're going to cast a Skullcrack, cast a Skullcrack now to get the prowess, right? Because that's 3 points of damage at the moment.
Yeah.
Brian can Skullcrack, that gives you down to 6, 4
that-
from these 2.
No, Skullcrack brings him down. Oh yeah.
Because
correct,
so
correct,
he
yeah,
can
goes
pay
down.
for the Selfless Spirit.
Okay. I think it's fine.
Yep. Take
There we
2.
go, down to 7.
So we're going to see end of turn Skullcrack. Oh no, not even an end of turn Skullcrack. We're just going to see a attack you Skullcrack.
And
That's
then kill
7.
you.
Whoa, Searing Blaze for the Robins. Yeah.
Brian not being punished for
Not being punished in the slightest.
at all. Yeah. At all.
That's a pass Rex
Skullcrack
on top of
you?
the library. Skullcrack you. 7.
And then that's 4 points of damage. Both.
Yeah, and Jump saying that's fine. And what do you have in hand? Hallowed Fountain.
Great.
Well, I tell you what, if when your opponent draws double Eighth of Isle on turn like 6, you'll feel real
You'll be
good.
like,
feeling
yeah,
real good.
This is.
Feeling real good about yourself.
I just time walked 2 turns.
Interesting.
No, I mean, like John Popo just. I don't think he should have traded there.
No, I think
But
he has
he
to.
couldn't be. Yeah, he couldn't get in the damage, right? Like
I think he has to, right? He's not winning at that point. Exquisite Firecrafts go away. Destructive Reveries, no. Surgical Extractions,
No, I don't think so.
What are you hitting? Lingering Souls. So I've talked to Brian about his burn
It's not
sideboard
Lingering
deck.
Souls,
He thinks that Rest in Peace is too slow, or Relic of Progenitus is too
yeah.
slow.
Really?
Yeah, he's saying that, sometimes, and I think he was thinking more about the Dredgevine decks. He was saying that sometimes you've got to, that it's too slow, right?
You
Turn
gotta-
two.
you gotta
just
go
got to
like,
like turn
yeah.
0, be able to stop them from whatever they're doing.
Right, because they can go on like turn 1. Right?
Yeah. And he's looking at those. Deflecting Palm in the sideboard, that looks
I think
interesting.
deflecting palm is the card to bring in here.
He doesn't have ensnaring bridges, which I think are quite good in this matchup, because the Spirit's game plan is basically to just Lord, and then attack you with like 4/4s, and the burn deck definitely
Like-
doesn't have those cards in their hand, like 4 cards in hand.
And all they have to do is just like throw cards at your face.
Yeah,
right?
take out the Monastery Swift Spears when you're in the draw, add in like a couple of ensnaring bridges, add in like other burn. Some of the burn decks are now running like 3 Skullcracks in the main. Bring in the 4 Skullcrack, just add another burn spell, take out the Swift Spears.
Yeah, but what's making way? I mean, like we talked about like new cards from Guilds of Ravnica. What's making way for things like Risk Factor?
Yeah, so I think Risk
Love
Factor
Spikes.
goes in the sideboard, because there's
I
some
think it
matchups
goes
where
in the
you
main
don't
board,
want it.
man.
I
Like,
think there's some matchups where you don't want it.
It's like 8 points
Um,
of burn, man.
It is, but I don't know. Skullcrack is the worst burn spell.
It feels like
So
even Lava Spike's like really good, right?
Lava
Spike's
Spike
just
is like a
one
lightning bolt, but not as flexible.
damage.
So if you think about
I'll probably
damage output per mana cost and the impact you get, like
you probably take out the
Skullcracks are the worst
Skullcracks,
from
yeah.
that perspective because Lightning Helix, while it costs red, gains you 3 life as well.
Mm-hmm.
Where Skullcrack just prevents life gain, which has niche applications like Searing Blood in the best case scenario is 6 and to the creatures. Lava Spike is 3 per mana, Lightning Bolt's 3 per mana. Goblin Guide normally gives you like 4 to 6. Monster Shifter gives you like 3 for 1 mana. So maybe Skullcracks. I've seen people have you seen what Satyr Fire Dancer is? Do you know what this is? Yeah, the 1 and a white, 1 and a red for the 1/1, and whenever you deal damage to a creature. No. The one, it's not the single red 2 one. It's whenever you deal damage to a creature, you deal that much damage to that creature's controller.
Yeah.
So there is the red. There is yeah. I know. I've seen a couple of people like that. People pick that up in burn.
But that was like deck tech when Khans or like
whatever
whatever was around, right?
Because there is that. There's a single red 2/1 Satyr, which is whenever it is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to you, and it can pump itself.
Oh yeah.
So that's the card, but that doesn't have haste, so I don't think it's good.
Okay.
It's just not good enough. So I've seen a couple of people playing the Fire Dancer, and
That's
then
really
you put in your lightning bolts to their creatures, and then you get a lightning bolt anyway, which is pretty good. But we'll see if that catches on. There was a Star City Games modern event like last month where burn was like all over the top 32. There were like 6 or 7 burn decks.
Insane.
Good.
In a modern format where practically like the modern format is kind of open right now, right? Like you can play. We saw last round like Wei Song just play like whatever you want, whatever the bloody hell you want. And speaking of Guilds of Ravnica, say we'll play a game. I bought the very last pack.
Yeah, we'll do it after.
We'll do it after.
Shall we do it after? Yeah,
Okay,
because I don't think this game is not the long game. So
fast.
Grim Lavamancer. This is a good card in the matchup.
Yeah,
this is a good card.
Consistent damage.
Boom.
Reach. It doesn't even have to attack.
This will get rid of their
All the
Mausoleum
like,
Wanderers.
Yeah,
Very well.
So let's see, Brian here. I think
is Brian drawn the stomping ground again? No, maybe he hasn't.
Yeah, no, he did.
Did he?
He did. Yeah. That's
poor
bad.
The poor lad. This is the worst luck. It's like 1 card out of 60, and you're like, no, every time deck hates me. Goblin Guide.
All right. I think you swing in with the Goblin Guy, right? Like, and then leave the Lava Mancer up.
Reveal.
Oh, Blessed Alliance.
Blessed Alliance. Okay.
Pretty cool deck tech from John Popo here. Does he want to draw it though? That is the question.
I think so.
Like Blessed Alliance, like gain 4 life,
or
destroy target
attacking creature, and there's something else that I don't know what it is.
Untap 2
creatures, maybe
creatures you control. Yeah, I think that's the 3 modes. Let's bring up like Blessed.
So there is a tension right now. Brian knows that Jumpal has this.
Yeah. And so I mean, like he's got to keep his Skullcrack.
Yeah. But that forces Brian to keep the Skullcrack up if he has it, because that means that he's not deploying his spells. He's having to
not optimally.
Yeah,
right?
potentially
you've
not.
Got to play
Potentially
like
not optimally. Yeah.
You gotta play a little bit slow because like Blessed Alliance, if he is able to gain that 4 life, that is essentially counter one of your cards, right? Like
and Brian going for a
what happened to the
Lava Mancer? So the Lava Mancer, it tapped a bit into a Mausoleum Wanderer, got flashed in, then he tapped it. Lava Mancer, yeah.
All right.
Which I think is fine. That's what the Lava Mancer's there for, to just clear up those small creatures.
Exactly. Just prevent Jump Up from like building up like some crazy board.
Yeah. And now what Brian has to do is deploy his spells quick enough in order to get more fuel into the graveyard for the Lava Mancer, because he gets quite hungry.
Ogre. Yeah, I think you don't have to care, right? You just have to play into that Blessed Alliance.
Yeah, and I think so he doesn't have the Skullcrack, it looks like. So I think you just swing here with the Goblin Guide.
Yeah, and then just wait.
Yeah, you're committed to swinging with the Goblin Guide and then see what Jumpal does. You have a Searing Blaze, you've played a land. So if you need to... If he plays flashes in a Phantom, Supreme Phantom, you can just Searing Blaze it. That's fine, no problem.
No, I think you have to attack with the
Lava Monster
as well. Yeah, just get in the 1 point of damage because like you're never going to be able to to cast two things, you know, and still leave up mana for Lava Mancer.
Yeah, so we'll see. So why he's going to suspend?
Why is
that's interesting.
Is it pre-combat? Brian, why are you doing things pre-combat?
So I say he's got a Boros Charm. Interesting. Just in case we were all confused that Riftbolt cost is one turn to suspend.
Yeah. So exactly.
So is he attacking?
Oh, okay.
No.
Is that Boros Charm?
Okay, 13. Now completely loses the flexibility of being able to Searing Blaze any blocker.
Yeah.
Including the Supreme Phantom, which will
be
supremely good at blocking Grim Lava Monsters and Goblin Guides.
Yeah. Oh wow, okay, but Jumpal looks for it he looks for it tapped.
So that takes Jumpal Po off the play of Flash Aether Vial in a Supreme Phantom and then flashing in a Ratterchains.
Oh, I suspect Brian he chose not to attack.
Maybe. I can't imagine okay.
I think he should have attacked.
I would be pushing the Goblin Guides.
Yeah, Jumpal will force Jumpal
to do something.
To number one, do something, right? And then he's got to.
I'm going to see a Selfless Spirit.
Right. Yeah, it's a bit scary. I mean, like, it is a bit scary to play against Aetherval, right? Because instant speed, you're going to drop a creature.
It is, but I think that
you need to be.
Brian needs to be
pushing damage.
Yeah, pushing. He needs to be pressuring, right? Because his hand consists of Searing Blaze, a land, and
it's a risk factor.
And a risk factor.
All right.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Let's see. Let's do this. Come on.
So I was going to say he's running out of damage, but he's actually he's either got 8 damage or he's got 6 cards, and in 6 cards he'll be able to kill Jumpal Po from here. Yeah. Maybe Risk Factor is the new burn hotness. Yeah? So let's have a look. I want to see it play out. Oh, well, that's going to spoil all of the fun.
All right. Untap. Gonna probably try to get rid of the Mausoleum Wanderer.
I think so. I think with Risk Factor you can probably afford to shoot some burn.
So
at a creature. You're worried about Drogskull Captain being flashed in? Which is
possibly
fine. Oh, it's not a great draw. Inspiring Vantage.
Yeah, this one I like. Swing. Don't even think.
So I think there's a line.
Like, so outswing.
Swing with what? With
the goblin.
I don't know if I want to do that then. That's the problem. Because if he does have the Drogskull Captain, this is going to be... Yeah.
Okay.
Drogskull Captain.
Yeah, but Drogskull Captain gets easily... Oh, no.
It does, but it gives it hexproof as well.
Yeah, and the Mausoleum Wanderer can be sacked. Yeah, Brian's like not...
So I'm wondering what... So I would have attacked with the Goblin Guide.
Yeah.
Make him play the Mausoleum... Make him play the Drogskull Captain. Right? Then once Drogskull Captain in the field, you shoot down the Drogskull Captain, presumably because you can't target anything else.
Yeah.
Then you play your Stomping Ground. Then I think you play your Stomping Ground untapped. Then I think you go for Risk Factor. And then you make Brian sacrifice his Mausoleum Wanderer. And you end up on...
And then you go...
and then next turn, you're like, I discard my Inspiring Vantage, which you're never going to play, to Risk Factor again. And he's not going to... It's unlikely he's going to be able to deal with that effectively being stuck on 2 lands.
Man, I do not... Like, he's taking damage for no apparent reason.
Yeah, he's gonna cast Risk
Factor.
That's
Risk
fine.
Factor. No, he's gonna sacrifice his Mausoleum Wanderer. There's no point to that. Like,
yeah, but he can jumpstart in next turn. That's fine. He's just trying to get the Mausoleum Wanderer off the battlefield, I think.
No, but that's not the way you get the Mausoleum Wanderer.
No,
I think that's not the efficient way at all. You know,
this is a tough spot. It's a tough.
I would have just swung in with the goblin guy, and then let's see. You know, you are going to try to force it.
So I think I would have swung in the goblin guy the turn before as well.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like swinging in with the Grim Lava Monster. I just think the Grim Lava Monster is, at this point in the game, is better just used to start picking off creatures.
Right.
Because the danger is if John Paul has another goblin, another Drogskull captain, it's like this very bad. Because now they all have hexproof, and you're never getting rid of any of them.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, that's a Geist of St. Traff there.
Oh, that's a powerful card.
That is. Not sure how good that is against Burn. Oh, he's just said go.
Ouch.
It's right.
That just means like he's got like
he's drawn a Wooded
power,
Foothills. Yeah. I think you cast. Am I casting Risk Factor here? I want to cast Risk Factor here. I just want him to, just to see what happens.
Yeah.
I feel at this point Risk Factor is probably a 4 points of damage.
Oh man, but John Popo here has.
Oh, he's got Dispel.
Dispel, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
gonna
not bad.
Take care of that. And with this on the stack, this is when you bolt down the
Drogskull captain.
The Drogskull captain.
Make him sacrifice the Selfless Spirit to give it indestructible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lightning healings.
Yeah, but I want to say like last turn that was when things got a little bit messed up.
That's fine. Brings in Geist of St. Traff. An awful blocker. So that Goblin Guide is looking sad, right? What's that Goblin Guide blocking?
No, the Geist
of St. Traff,
yeah.
But I imagine that it's just going to be taken care of.
I don't know.
Because then there's the play of sacrifice Selfless Spirit to keep the Geist of St. Traff around. Play another Selfless Spirit.
And play another Selfless Spirit. Doing
sacrifice it again.
Right?
Yeah, so I think you...
Yeah, you definitely just
sack
the Selfless Spirit, right? Don't even have the thing.
Angel. Nice.
Yeah, I think Brian, like, just that one turn. Oh yeah.
Diego comment is saying fetch unchapped, yeah.
Yeah, Brian needs to.
We'll get that fixed. Hopefully before. Oh no, maybe he's gonna draw. So some of you know Mick is our resident judge, and he'll be fixing the game state. We see it, yeah. So someone pointed out in the chat, yeah, he fetched land, so he's just going to fetch for a mountain. He's probably going to say he needs to put probably put the card he drew back on top of his deck. So here you go, Mick. Is the fix that because we know he's only got one card in hand which he drew, should he have put that card back on top of his deck, then got a mountain, and then drawn a new card rather than the one he has? Because that's what would have happened, right? Last turn he would have...
Yeah, no.
It doesn't. Okay, yeah.
It doesn't. Well, okay, so it will matter, right? Like you go back one turn, but like too many things had happened.
Yeah.
In actual fact, like what we would have done was just to leave the state,
leave it
the way it is.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting out of this. There's 10 points of damage in the air.
Yeah, this is not a good time. Vapor Snag kills him.
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. But that's
the rub-ins. Yeah, I mean, Lightning Bolt down to 5, Goblin Guide down to 3. Not enough.
He needs the Lightning Bolt off the top, right? So like,
Spell Queller here. Blessed Alliance, Game 4 life.
4,
okay,
yeah.
and that's should go down to 9. From there, take you down to 7. Needs a card in his library that he doesn't have. No, nothing deals 5 damage.
Yeah, no, I think Brian messed up the sequencing. Like, right, like there was no reason for you to have done what you would have done, especially since you know, like, what's in. When your opponent has either Vial, and you are playing that carefully, like one lapse of judgment, and that's what we saw. What happened?
Got to push for those Goblin Guides. I think.
Yeah, you gotta swing in for like all the points of damage, right? Yeah.
So interestingly, Brian had a card in his deck at the bottom of his deck, which you may have seen there, Shard Volley, which is red, sacrifice the land,
And
deal 3 damage.
So maybe I think you take that out for risk factor.
Maybe.
No?
So a bit of an unorthodox choice. So
Yeah.
I've seen, you look at a lot of the aggregate burn lists, they're playing about 0.4 copies or 0.5 copies of Shard Volley. It depends. Some people are like ardent Shard Volley apologists, and they're saying things like, I play 3 and I have about 20. You have to play 20 lands if you do that, because you can't be sacrificing. You still need 2 or 3. Some people like Shard Volley is just an abomination. You can't be, so it's interesting.
So if any card were to come out, like, that might be Shard Volley,
I
right?
think so.
For
I
risk
think
factor.
so. Yeah, I'm interested by this risk factor. Interested.
I don't know. Browbeat was like never enough.
Do you remember
right?
Vexing Devil?
Yeah, Vexing Devil was like never enough because like Lightning Bolt exists.
Yeah.
Browbeat is like 5 points of damage or Browbeat was or sorcery too, right?
Yeah.
So I guess maybe this is what makes Browbeat good, right? Make it instant speed, make it such that you can cast the damn thing twice. Maybe,
and burn. When you draw lands 4 and 5,
like
they're
that's
as good
not
as
the-
anything
yeah,
to discard to risk factor.
Risk factor, yeah.
But I've seen it quite a lot of hype for standard risk factor.
Yeah, it is. At the end of the day, it is 8 points of damage, right? Like it is. It's gotten. I don't think it as high as an impact in Modern, where literally every card in the burn deck is 3 points of damage, right? That is, when your opponent's like taking 4 points of damage, they're like, I am just going to take 4 points of damage because the 3 cards that you draw represent 6 point something points of damage, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But I think in standard it's not that great. Eventually it'll peter out and people will be like, okay, risk factor is like just okay.
It's pretty spicy with Flame of Keld though. Right, discard your whole hand. Okay, I put some risk factors in there for like 3 turns later.
Draw 2 extra cards and risk factor, and then you did.
Yeah,
it deals damage, right? Like let's bring it up. Risk factor.
it must do.
Does it deal?
Yeah, 4 damage.
All right, so it deals 4 damage to them, which means that it interacts pretty well with Flame of Keld.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? It doesn't interact very well with Flame of Keld? Experimental Frenzy. Yeah, draw those 2 extra cards. So great.
Can't play them.
Yeah, you can't. That's great. Alright, Monastery Swiss Spear. Starting off the game on Brian's side of the table. Pretty good.
Good
by
start.
Eidolon, yeah. Both players with pretty good starts.
Brian.
If you've got Eidolon, you play the Eidolon.
Brian showing off that he can afford schooling terms for his burn deck.
Well, yeah. Because you gotta diversify them threats.
Yeah,
man.
if I hear one more person say Pithing Needle, I just gonna come on.
Pithing Needle.
Who's playing Pithing Needle in their sideboard of anything in Modern?
Against Burn.
And then go against Burn. They're like, right,
It's
I
like,
got him
Pithing
on his fetch
Needle.
lands. Gonna punish him. Like, I don't know.
All the mill decks though. All the mill decks are like, oh yeah, you're gonna put that Arid Mesa into the graveyard? Nah, I'm just gonna surgical extraction, all that shit. Alright. On 1 counter.
Mm-hmm.
This goes to the face, of course. Beats in. So this is just 2 points of damage. Brian here not putting on enough pressure, but he has risk factor.
Yep.
I think at this point in time, like, you go for a risk factor.
I think we're going to see a risk factor at end of 10.
No, you should do it now.
So, John Paul is suggesting he has a Mausoleum Wanderer.
Mm-hmm.
So he's asking Brian the question: do you want to play
Your risk factor, sir.
Yeah, and I think the answer
No,
is
I
probably
think
yes.
the answer is 100% yes, right?
I mean, countering it isn't. You do get a second bite of the cherry, right?
Yeah. And yeah, you draw 3 cards.
So taking 4 damage would put him down to 9.
That's
And then
that's a
you
lot
have
of damage.
and then you have another risk factor. You have the risk factor in the graveyard. and then a combination of a single burn spell monetary swift spear kills you.
That's insane, right?
Yeah.
No, risk factor. I believe risk factor is like pretty good, right? Like
It's stunning.
in modern
Something.
it can be.
Oh, he's
pretty good.
taking the 4. He's
Wow.
taking it. Woo! John Popo living on the edge.
The damage.
I mean, I'm
He can't take it again.
I mean,
right?
I'm literally casting it next turn and going, "You got
It's
this."
like-
Like play a land, discard. Like John
Yeah,
Popo
John Popo
is a
just-
risky man.
Yeah, thinking of going in.
Just go.
Just passes then, okay? So like Brian here has to be able to identify that John Popo is just gonna, drop a spirit to pump up that Mausoleum Wanderer.
Yep. I mean, Boros Charm here is nice. That's 6.
I think Boros Charm, man.
Okay, no, it just says go. Okay,
What?
all right. Okay, down to 7. 7 points of burn in hand. That's fine.
I think that's fine. Like John Popo search. The minute he activates the Aether Vial, that's when he's in trouble.
The minute he activates Aether Vial, you play Boros Charm.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh no, you play Risk Factor.
are you like playing? You like Risk Factor?
Alright,
Okay, here we
I'll
go.
play the Risk Factor.
Spicy.
It's
Okay,
like
that's fine.
the minute
Risk
he
Factor.
does that,
Come on.
exactly
Do it. Do it.
falling into your trap. So
Risk Factor's good here, because then you're left with, you've got 7 points of burn left in hand. What's he gonna do? Oh, he plays a
Oh,
Boros Charm.
Asian. It's not what I would have done.
Jumper has that
Spell
Spell
Queller,
Queller.
okay.
That's fine.
No, you know why you play the Risk Factor? Because if you place the Spell Queller, like then you get to kill the Spell Queller
Yeah.
and then do it again. He's got a Lightning Bolt. He should bolt it right now. Yep.
Yeah.
Bolts it.
Yep.
Oh,
This is nice. I like this.
bad. Yeah.
I like this.
This is pretty bad, John Popo side. That's why I would play the Risk Factor, and then, your bolt wouldn't resolve.
Yeah, it won't resolve, but it might not. Yeah,
it
it
might
will.
not matter. Like next turn, then you bolt the.
So Jumper, I think he's just asking himself.
Can I take 4 points of damage?
Yeah, I mean the answer is
No.
no, because you have to Risk Factor.
And then you're gonna let your opponent draw like 3 cards.
And now you can put yourself a spirit into play.
Oh man, but yeah, John Popo here.
He's in a bad time. He needs a Spell Queller.
No, he's got. Oh no, he doesn't draw a land. He's got Worship.
Oh, okay.
He can't,
Okay.
like-
Yeah, that's good.
Unfortunately, he doesn't draw a land. I think like John Popo is dead. Like, I don't think there's coming back from this.
Yeah, just a handful of creep. It doesn't even, the monster system, it doesn't even matter.
Yep.
Okay, Brian goes, sure, I'll take 3. That's fine.
What else?
Yep, sacrifice. Go get a mountain.
All right, but I don't know if Brian sideboarded in, enchantment hate for something like Worship. I doubt it.
I would not have done. I don't think it's because you're hitting Aether Vial, right? You're hitting Aether Vial, and then if you know they have Worship for sure, then you sideboard in that. But
I would bring it in, right?
you bring it in.
It's better than Sharp Volley. It's better than what you call it?
Oh, another land for the turn. Oh, I wouldn't. Why are you playing the land? Use it to discard to Risk Factor. You don't discard a real card. Yeah, Path to Exile. But now this is the problem with this line, is that it means that he doesn't have the Path to Exile as a live card. Right? If we went risk factoring.
Oh okay.
Because he can. You have the mana to pay for it.
Oh yeah, that was.
And then you attack for 2. They have
I
to Path
think
to
he
Exile.
forgot. I think he forgot.
Can't
that
forget the
things
Risk
like that,
Factor.
no? I think he did. Like we're paying attention, right?
I want to see it. That's why I want to see it so badly. Come on. Oh, there's the land for worship.
No, okay. Brian is...
This is difficult. We'll bring up worship.
Yeah. No, worship... Yeah. I think this is where Brian lost the game.
No, that's
What
not.
happened?
No, hang on a second.
Okay.
No, go
Lost
down.
worship?
Go down.
No,
There you go.
worship. Oh, this is the bad art. Let's go Saga. So, worship damage that will reduce your life total to less than 1 instead reduces to 1 if you control a creature, and Brian here needs to get rid of all the creatures. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
This is why you need a satyr fire dancer.
Ah, okay, that's cute.
Searing Blaze.
Wow, is he
Discarding
good?
I mean, like, he's just drawn. Okay, so Grim Lava Monster's good.
Yeah, but it's not beating a worship.
It's not, but it'll get rid of the creatures to get you to being
okay,
worship. Because that's now how Brian wins this game, right? Is he gets rid of John Paul Poe's creatures quicker than John Paul Poe can kill him with the creatures.
Right.
And Grim Lava Monster's good at that because he has enough fuel to shoot
Yeah,
the Mausoleum Wanderers and, you know, Selfless Spirit to get rid of it, and then he can take care of a Drogskull Captain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Brian's in a lot of trouble
Alright.
right now.
No, okay. Interesting. Searing Blaze.
I think John Popo could have just taken
like
the
that.
damage from the risk factor, right? Prevented Brian from drawing any cards at all.
Does that work?
Yeah,
That
because
works.
risk factor deals you damage.
I would not have worked that.
It's not that you lose life from, right?
Maybe.
Nope, that's not this card. Right, it deals damage, 4 damage to them. That player doesn't. If that player doesn't, you draw 3 cards.
Well, there you go. So if you ever need to think about the risk factor worship rules,
Interaction,
yeah,
yeah.
you just say no. I'll take the damage. Oh no, I won't take any damage.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
Path
Path
to
to
Exile.
Exile, that gets rid of the
Ah.
Grim Lava Mancer. Yeah, I think, yeah. Again, sequencing, very important. Making sure that you are playing the right spells at the right time. And yeah, that first thing to get rid of.
Lightning bolt, Mausoleum Wanderer, before you attack to get down to 1, so that you only have. It doesn't. Make
Yeah,
difference, so
okay, that's true.
Yeah. So that Searing Blaze, if you can get rid of them, a Searing Blaze will
That should have been, yeah. So
that will take
should-
care of you. A non-land something to a non-landfall Searing Blaze.
That Searing Blade should have been in the
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
With
Yep.
the land.
Yep.
Yeah, preaching's required.
Another lightning bolt, attack for 1.
No, respond. Wait,
Yes.
lightning bolt. So this is the only
Yes.
John Popo has to have
Yes.
stone nothing in hand.
Maybe he does though. His
this-
that Aether Vial is on 2. So I mean, it doesn't tell you anything with 5 mana, but it's interesting. Okay, we're gonna see a Selfless Spirit.
Oh,
Sad times.
so bad.
That's fine.
Like John Popo goes down to 1. It's like, yeah, okay, fine.
You need another burn spell that can't be Lava Spike. Blessed Alliance.
Oh, that's so good.
Bad time.
That is so
Bad
good.
time. Yep.
Such
Down to 6.
a great draw from John Popo.
What's the draw? Oh, Skullcrack. How does Skullcrack interact with Worship?
No, it's just
doesn't-
deal
doesn't.
Yeah, it just deal 3 damage and like.
But
doesn't
the
do-
damage prevention doesn't do anything, right?
Yep.
Monstrous Whisper again.
Yeah, the death by
Sadness. 2 points damage.
Yeah.
Hallow Fountain. Rattle Chains in hand. Interesting, he didn't flash in the Rattle Chains last turn.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's another Skullcrack. Oh, Brian.
Yeah, Brian loses to worship. Worship too powerful. And yeah, the importance of sequencing, I guess. All right, we'll be back with the last round. Looks like everyone is done, and we'll queue up another match. Remember, you can join us on the stream twitch.tv/GreyOgreGames every Wednesdays, 8 p.m. at Singapore time. You can join us on YouTube as well, youtube.com/GreyOgreGames. Watch all the replays. And yeah, do check out our Instagram pages as well as Instagram, Facebook,
Twitter.
And do check out our webpage, GreyOgreGames.com, to find out how to participate in the Grey Ogre Games Invitationals for 2018. You still got one more month. Speaking of which, this Sunday there'll be the weekly. So sorry, not the weekly, the monthly. And that's where you can rack up a lot of points and get buys for the seasonal qualifier at the end of December. We'll see you guys in a bit. Pairing looks like pairing's up already. So yeah, see you guys. Hello everyone and welcome back to round 3 of our weekly modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mick, I'm one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church Mole.
Didn't even have time
To
peruse the extensive selection of cards available in the shop.
Yeah, you didn't even couldn't even walk across the wall. There's not even
we're just back to back here.
Yeah.
Commitment to bringing the viewers as much magic as we possibly can.
Of course. Watching Arnold, the match here between Arnold and the winner from last round, John Paul Poe.
Arnold's beautiful foiled Jund deck. I can see the curvature from here. You can see it from above.
And here's the best part, all of them are curved. So you can't tell, there's no
there's no discrimination. It's all curves.
The judge can't come by and say, no, you cannot use your cards because they're marked. No, all of them are marked. So all of them are special.
If all of them are marked and none of them marked.
Yeah, exactly. So all of them are special, so none of them are special.
How long has Arnold been playing Jund for? Do you know?
I don't know.
When did Modern first start? Was it a good deck then? No, it wasn't very good then.
No, Rock was a good deck.
Yeah, it wasn't
it's not what it is now, right?
Yeah.
We knew Liliana is great. We knew Dark Confidence great. We knew Lightning Ball and Tamagotchi are great.
Yeah.
But of course there were other crazy decks out there, like Delver. Delver had crazy power.
Yeah.
And when Modern started, we had crazy cards like Treasure Cruise. Yeah, you don't know how to play Burn, is it? Sequence everything just out of order.
I've been playing Expert Control Standards. I forgot how to play Burn.
Lame.
It's disgusting.
Bad. Alright, so this is John Popo is the aggressor here, right? Arnold is obviously the control player.
It's the battle of who can hold their opening 7 cards in the most interesting way to assess the.
There was the stack,
the
double stack,
the
double row.
We're gonna see
Turn 1 Thoughtseize, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I want to take away your Aether Vial, sir. But no Aether Vial here.
So we see Supreme Phantom, Droskel Captain, Rattle Chains, Geist of Saint Traft.
Okay, you take away the Geist. Snap. That's not one thing.
Doesn't have 3 lands though. And he's only got 1 white-blue land.
No, but that's too that's
too dangerous. Can't interact.
Yeah, you can't interact any other way. If Arnold has another discard spell, which I highly doubt, because if he had another discard spell, that
probably lead with it first. Yeah,
Kozilek, Inquisition of Kozilek, and that would have been first, right? So Yeah,
Let's see.
turn to Supreme Phantom, or at least turn to just leave it up and cast a Rattle Chains at end step. Wow, okay, so he takes away the Droxel Captain and not the Geisterstein Trap.
Potentially Liliana, yeah.
The Liliana play here. And yeah, John Popo here draws the
Halo
third
Fountain, yeah. Immediately draws it.
No, he should play the Halo Fountain tap, right?
Yeah.
Like you're giving away a bit of information.
But it doesn't matter
to your opponent,
because
he's gonna like strip your hand anyway. No, he doesn't. Okay.
So do you think Arnold's going to upgrade to Guilds of Ravnica for lands? Say that's a return to Ravnica
Nah.
Overgrown Tomb. You think he likes those more?
This is the
Maelstrom Pulse.
I actually like the new art.
So do I. I think they're
Better, yeah.
awesome. I think they're so good.
I do like the new
Apart
art,
from
but
the steam vents, which is neither steamy nor venty.
yeah, that's true. No, yeah. It's a cool like base of operations.
I think the art on the shock lancers got better. The first ones are like okay.
it's more defined.
Yeah, the
right?
second
Like
ones
this.
are. Some of them are good. Some of them are not good. I don't think Overgrown Tomb, for example, is particularly good in
Yeah.
in the second batch,
The
and I think
second
it's
batch, yeah.
bad in the first one. I think Breeding Pool is bad in the first one, but better in the second one.
Mhm.
And then I think
And
they're all
then,
better
yeah.
in the third. So I'm expecting high hopes. When I see the Stomping Ground from Ravnica Allegiance, I assume I'm going to be in love.
It's gotten a bit more quote unquote cartoony, right?
Yeah.
Like it's gotten more like comic booky.
Yeah,
This thing, well defined edges, very different from what we have from Rob Alexander, of course. It just passes the turn. Okay, so Spell Queller, possibly. He has to be able to deal with the guys who see in Trough.
yeah. So we're going to see him
Alright,
tick up
tick
again. Yep.
Let's go. Discard some cards, boys.
Halo Fountain looks like it might be the choice.
That has to be the case. Yep. Assassin's Trophy. It's a pretty good. Yeah. Arno here, I think playing the Liliana a bit prematurely. Especially since he knew what John Popo's hand was.
So he discarded the second Liliana to the first one,
Mm.
which is interesting. Just makes me wonder if he has a third one. No, I don't think he does. We know he has a Maelstrom Pulse and an Assassin's
And
Trophy.
Assassin's Trophy, yeah, but I mean, like, you're not going to be able to deal with the
Yeah, the guys.
guys the same trials
Maelstrom-
because everything's going at the Liliana, right?
Yeah,
So I think Arno here just made like a slightly fatal call. And yeah, if I'm John Popo here now, it's just we go aggro. We don't stop.
yeah. I think so.
You go like, what's that? Guys are Sintroff now. Next turn, Supreme Phantom, and then just keep swinging. Like just keep swinging and don't stop.
Yep.
Maybe first get rid of the Liliana.
Yeah, and then don't stop.
And then you don't stop.
So we're going to see a Moorland Haunt activation
wow,
in the
okay.
end step to get a Spirit.
That was odd.
So this looks like it might be a Supreme Phantom,
Phantom, yeah.
play. No.
Okay, end step.
So we're going to see Assassin, Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
Okay. So that is a protecting the Liliana play.
Yeah. A second guys the same draft there. Alright, plays one. You might just want to get rid of the spirit so that the Liliana can take down next turn.
Feels bad to use a real removal spell on a
On the
Spirit.
Yeah, but you get to keep your Liliana, right?
You do get to keep your Liliana. It looks like he's thinking about it.
I think it's worth it. I feel that it's worth it. Like, because now that you keep ticking up, right? Like John Popo is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yep.
Afterwards.
Yeah, Assassin's Trophy.
Yeah. Well, that sucks.
It does. Give John Popo another land.
And I thought John Popo here would just like slam the guys to Saint Trough like last turn
Mm-hmm.
instead of activating the Moorland Horn. Like
Mm-hmm.
Moorland Horn is something that you do at the
And
end.
once
of
you have
the game,
loads of fuel in the graveyard.
exactly, like okay, so every time I'm gonna get 1/1. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Can I do that? And
The second copy of Assassin's Trophy, obviously very good for taking out Maul and Taunt when it comes down to that.
oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
you can take out lands as well, right?
True, that's true.
So it's yeah, this locks Arnold into a -2 here. Which I think
for
is
sure, yeah.
fine.
You know, play your threat
Yeah.
-2. Don't think you're gonna misclick in real life.
Yeah, yeah.
So like you accidentally click
Oops.
yourself. No.
Scavenging is okay. Now this is good.
Oh,
This is good.
fantastic. No, he should. Yeah. So let's bring up Morlanhorn. But Morlanhorn, like you have to use the
White blue.
scavenging
tap.
ooze. Yeah, scavenging ooze proactively. But Morlanhorn, because it's part of the cost of paying for the activation, right? You put a 1/1 white spirit token creature onto the battlefield.
So how's it work? So Arnold doesn't have any creatures in his own graveyard at the moment. So you're saying that Arnold can just go, I'm going to try and eat you, and then John Paul goes, no, in response, I'm going to actually... Okay, we're going to see a
Path to Exile.
Path to
okay.
Exile.
That's fine.
But what would happen is he'd go, no, in response, I'm going to exile my own creature card. So
Oh,
your
then-
Scavenging Ooze doesn't get a life and 1/1 token? A 1/1 counter?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
And you can't change the target once Scavenging Ooze has said, okay.
Yeah. So you keep stacking the targets, right? Like you do that, and then you can't stack the targets because John Popo exiled it
Yeah.
anyway already. So that one activation is like moot.
Yep. Discard a card. So Eighth of Hour down. Spell Queller.
Spell
in.
Queller,
That's
yeah,
good. That's
gonna
good.
Be able to deal with that Liliana finally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but so much value, I mean, from that Liliana, right? Like so much damage has
Yeah.
been soaked up. It's
Cards discarded. Creatures. Geist of Saint Trask taken care of. Tarmogoyf.
Sure, why not? Tarmogoyf. Big fat one. It's got artifact creature, instant sorcery,
Planeswalker.
Planeswalker. Yeah, the whole shebang. It's like a 6/7.
No
it's
tribal.
It's a 5.
No enchantment, no tribal.
Yeah.
The problem is that
Artifact land, instant sorcery, planeswalker.
you
right,
can
5.
he can
Creature,
make spirit.
6.
He can make Maul and Taunt tokens and exile his own creatures as chump blockers, and then to start making the Tarmogoyf smaller.
Right at the same time, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
which is it looks like what he's just gonna deploy the chump blockers. Yeah. So that suggests that that's the last creature in John Popo's graveyard that he's taken out. Oh, Eighth of Hour draw. That is not ideal.
That's not good.
This is the risk of playing these 4 Eighth of Hours, right? Sometimes you draw them on turn 1,
And
sometimes
then
you draw them on
sometimes
turn
you do
7.
not
You're
do
like,
it. Well, hopefully you don't go long enough into the game to be drawing the X number of.
yeah. So John Popo is saying, we're gonna
race.
We're gonna race.
All right, Adeval. Yeah, what does Arno have? Swing in for 5, and that's
Down
a
to
lot of
14.
damage. But like John Popo swinging back for quite a lot. If he's got
He's swimming back for 6
yeah.
with the Supreme Phantom. Yep. Okay.
That's a draw score captain.
That's good.
That is amazing.
We like that.
That is a really, really good card right now.
Yes.
Draw score captain. Yeah, hexproof. That's it.
Says that's good. That's not good.
Yeah, this is obviously not good. So John Popo, I mean, like made a unforced
for
error,
9.
Earlier in the game, but like this is the power of like the spirits deck,
Yeah.
right? Like you suddenly
Down
draw
to
a lot.
3. Oh, down to
4.
3?
Down to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's 8. Yeah. Oh, he was at. 12.
No, he was at
Yeah,
12.
yeah, he was
no,
at
no,
12,
no.
yeah,
So
it's eight.
Supreme Phantom 2,
So this is 3,
4, 3
oh,
from
5,
the
6. Yeah, correct. Yeah, it should be down to
down to 3. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it was that Liliana play,
I think
the
so.
naked Liliana,
I
discarding the second Liliana.
it should have been. Well, I don't know whether the discard the second Liliana, but he should have taken. Number one should have taken the Geyser Saint Traff, right? Then there wouldn't have been not like all this. I have to kill your like 1/1 token so that I can my Liliana's clear to like kill your Geyser Saint Traff and stuff like that. So, but also John Popo slight misstep there. Instead of casting the what's that called? Geyser Saint Traff end step, right? Like he cast it. He went to activate the Moorland Horn, which in my opinion is like that's not a lot of value. I mean, you are the aggressor in this matchup. Like you are the one who is constantly trying to pressure your opponent into making this type of mistakes, right? They evaluate the situation wrongly, do have a misstep, and then you just swallow them up. I want to open up this.
Here we go.
So
we have in our possession
the
last pack of Guilds of Ravnica.
Very last pack of Guilds of Ravnica in all of Singapore.
That doesn't seem true.
Okay. All of Singapore, that's around 83 Club Street.
Has Guilds of Ravnica been selling well? Is that what you're telling me?
Apparently.
And are people just wanting to draft it? Is that what's happening? People
I think the want to draft is high, right? Because it's a fun set to draft. The other thing is that it's got Shocklands, right? Like Khans of Tarkir
Fetch lands.
had fetch lands.
Was also very fun to draft.
Yes, exactly. And man, those were selling like hotcakes. That was the to date. I don't think Maro ever said anything else about any other set. That was the most open set in all of Magic history, it seems. But don't quote me on that. That's just my opinion. Okay.
Are you going to test me?
Yeah, you say some of these cards, right?
Right, let's go.
Right. So I'm gonna test you.
I'm just going to caveat that I have done no pre-releases, haven't touched a single card.
Excellent.
No boosters.
That's great.
Let's just see how good I am. Let's see how good I am.
Sounds like a good plan.
I'm
okay.
Gonna be good.
So what do I just give you the name of the card?
Give me the name of the card.
All right. So Skyline Scout. What's give me like just just give me the color. Give me at least the color. Okay, I'll give you the color. It's white. Right, it's like a white weenie type.
It sounds
thing.
like it has flying, but I don't think it does.
You close.
Oh,
you're
this
close.
is awful. Is it like a? I don't know. Oh, is this the like 2 and a white for a 3/1 with Mentor? No,
close.
No, it's not close.
So
two 1.
So 1 and a white.
One and a white for 2/1.
Yes, for 2/1. Yeah.
Vigilance. I don't know. Flying.
Yeah,
if you control a gate.
flying,
I don't know.
So when it attacks,
I didn't get
when
that.
it attacks, like you can pay some mana.
Oh, that looks awful.
Yeah. This one's a no card.
Yeah.
Wall of Mist. Come on.
Yeah, 0/5/1/1 the blue defender. Yeah, course at 19. Here we go.
Yeah. Wojak Bodyguard.
Is this a 3? Is 2 and a red for a 3/3?
Yep.
Mentor can't attack a block alone.
Whoa.
Mog Fanatic.
Yeah, man, you're good at this.
Here we go.
All right. Generous.
So 2 and a green for a 1/2, and it has whenever it enters battlefield you draw a card.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. This one's a little bit complicated,
Is it?
but it's a really good,
Okay.
really good card. Severed Strands.
1 black.
All right.
I do not know if it's an instant or sorcery. I think it's a sorcery.
It's a sorcery. Okay.
So you can sacrifice a creature.
All
If
right.
you do, gain life equal to its toughness.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy target creature.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's such a powerful card. All right. So there's multicolored card.
Yeah.
Artful Takedown.
2 blue-black for a instant is a choose one or both. Tap target creature. Target creature gets -2/-4 until end of turn.
How are you doing this? The sorcery. Is there a reflection in my in my glasses? Okay, another multicolored card, right?
Easy.
Sumala Woodshaper. This one's got like wall of
2
text.
white green for a 2/1, which has when it enters battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your
cards, yeah.
library. Reveal creature card, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of the library in any order.
Right.
Can you get an enchantment as well?
Yeah, creature enchantment, and then at the bottom of the library is in
yeah.
random order.
Yeah. Easy.
This one's a cute card, and it's being played like in quite a few decks. Devious Cover Up.
Oh, this is
Yeah, I
that
love
stupid 2 blue counter spell,
Yeah.
counter target spell. Then you may shuffle up to 4 cards from target player's graveyard into the library.
Into your, like,
So you like loop
you're-
your
you're
devious
like that, yeah.
cover-ups, right? So you just have 2 of them. You cast one, then you
And
cast
then
the second
you-
one, shuffle it back in, then cast the first
It's
one,
so
shuffle it back in.
dumb. It's so dumb. I love the flavor text. First, dispose of the evidence, then dispose of your knowledge of its disposal.
Generous Stray looks like a card that in 5 years' time people will want foils of.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
yeah.
just like a cat.
It's cat. It's cat with foil, right?
Yeah.
Like any thing. Okay, so Rhizome Lurcher.
Bleh.
This is
This is 2 black-green
Yep.
for a 2/2 and it has Undergrowth. When it enters the battlefield, put on a number of +1/+1 counters equal to the number of creatures in your graveyard.
solid. Come on, you gotta
I'm
know
good
this.
at
Sky
this.
Knight Legion.
Yes, 1 red-white for a 2/2 flying haste.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's
Has it been in every Ravnica set?
Yeah.
And-
It is an amazing
And
card.
and
dude.
the art on this one is the best one out of all of them.
it looks cool.
The original Ravnica one,
It's
nah.
like, okay.
The
And
the
then-
one in Gate Crash was like
okay, it was
better,
cool.
but this is good. I like this
Yeah,
one.
I want a foil of it. I haven't seen a foil of the Legionnaire.
Yeah.
Affectionate Indrik.
So this is 4 green. No, is it 5 green? For a 4/4, it says
Yeah.
whenever it comes into battlefield, you may have it fight target creature. No, it's got a weird clause that whenever you comes into play, you may choose target creature. When you do, Affectionate Indrik fights that creature.
No,
Because is that
it's
not the
like-
reflexive clause?
No.
Because isn't it something that you can
No, it just fights. It fights.
Yeah,
creature
but
you
is it
don't
not something
control.
that, like, if when it comes into play, if you cast it and put it on the stack, if they pump their creature to make it a 5/5, it doesn't have to fight anymore.
No.
That's true. That's what I heard.
What? No.
That's what I heard.
You may.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
may,
yeah. But you choose a creature when it comes into battlefield, and they can
They can pump it
respond,
and then you don't,
and
do
then you
anything,
don't
yeah.
fight. Yeah.
You don't fight. But the trigger still goes on the stack.
Yeah.
Boros Challenger.
Red white 2/3 mentor 2 red white. Boris Challenger gets +1/+0 until end of turn.
Yeah, man, you're getting this. Okay.
Easy.
This it's sort of like your
Here we
favorite.
go.
Sunhome Stalwart. Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
This is good.
Is this a real card?
Sunhome Stalwart. Come on, like you gotta get.
It's an
at least
uncommon
the-
as well.
Yeah, it's an
So it's
uncommon.
a Selesnya card, obviously.
No, Sunhome, dude.
Oh, it's Boros.
Yeah, it's Boros. for
Oh,
sure.
is this the bloody 3/3 that has double strike if you control a gate? No, that's a common.
That's
That's
like
a
the
common.
Boros
That's a common.
Sergeant.
Sunhome Stalwart. I've got no idea what this card is.
All right, so for 2 mana, 1 and a white, it's first strike 2/2,
Oh,
and it's got mental.
oh,
That's
is that
it. It's like. you
That's
say
gonna,
forward.
that's good.
Ooh,
Is
wow.
that good? Is that good?
I got a story spotlight card here.
Is it Assassin's Trophy?
No,
they
unfortunately
all
not.
suck
But it's
then.
another colored card, multicolored card. Fire Mines Research. This one's a cool card.
this
and
is
I want
a-
to see this card being played in
Alright, here we
Modern
go.
everywhere.
Blue red
Yeah.
enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, put a research counter,
Something.
charge
yeah,
counter,
Charge counter.
and it's got like 1 and a blue. Remove 2, draw a card,
Yep.
and then 2 and a red. Remove 5, deal 4 damage to any target. Deal 5
5
damage
damage,
to every
yeah.
target.
So it's like 5 alarm fire.
Boom, 5 lamp
Yeah,
fire was
like,
great.
yeah. 5 alarm fire was awesome.
Not bad. Pretty happy with myself.
Yeah.
Pretty happy
Not
with
bad.
myself.
Not bad.
When I was on holiday, I was with friend of the show,
Mm-hmm.
friends of the show, Bryce and Sky.
Oh
We were
yeah,
part
yeah.
of
You
the
guys.
of the famous Greg Games 2017 Amonkhet second place team draft team with myself,
Were
and
you guys second place?
yeah, we finished second.
Really?
Hey, we finished
No, I
second.
thought-
No, we finished second. Don't take this away from me.
No.
We beat you after an epic. We beat your team of you, Brian, and Greg Games 2017 Invitational 5th to 6th place finisher Ilham
No,
in a
but
game where we were
finished-
down. No, when we were down 4-0, and then we won the remaining 5 games
But
in
you
a
guys
row.
didn't finish second.
We did
like-
finish second in the we did in the Amonkhet draft team draft league. We finished second. It's like my proudest
Is that
moment.
Amonkhet?
I very proud moment.
Oh, okay, so I think because we won or we got second.
You
Oh,
got
we
second in
won.
Hour of Devastation.
Oh, Devastation, yeah.
Yeah.
One of them. I forget.
We lost to Jeffrey.
Yeah, that was like.
Yeah, he was
really
much.
bad.
He's much better at Magic than all of us.
No, he's much better. He's much better at opening packs.
Yeah,
It's just-
that's true. But we, we were with them, and we did this with Modern Masters 2017,
Oh yeah.
which I
And
was also good at.
You guys like drafted like all the way.
Yeah, we did some
Masters.
sealed. We did some
Okay.
sealed.
Sweet. On a boat, right? No.
Yeah. In part.
In part.
We did some sealed, and Bryce bought a box. He opened like all the mythics are just heinous.
Oh, gross.
Like not as bad as the box I opened, which had 6 mythics and none of them over $5. Like he opened Kraytooth, Entreat the Angels,
Oh,
but there was no
God.
like Snapcaster, Liliana, Tarmogoyf. I'm
That's
starting to think.
pretty
I'm
bad,
starting to
man.
think that they don't exist in Modern Masters booster boxes. I'm convinced.
Not that year. Maybe they swapped them out.
Maybe.
right?
Maybe. Truth or
so-
Dare 1990 in the chat saying we should get Team Draft League back again. Correct.
Yes. I believe Jeffrey. Yes, we should do that because this is so much fun to draft. I tried a team draft for Guilds of Ravnica. It's hella fun.
Seems bonkers.
Yeah. It
Seems like there's a very high risk of you just getting absolutely stuffed, which sounds really fun because that's all that Team Draft is just like screwing people basically.
And then just getting your colors. Like everything is just like multicolored because like I'm not gonna cut you off multicolored cards, right?
We could have a stream team draft team.
Oh yeah, you and
me,
Alfian.
Alfian would need some serious coaching
Yeah.
because I remember him being on a team and mistakes were made. He was sitting next to me. Mistakes were made.
There are some teammates that I have identified as slightly worse than Alfian. But yeah, I'll gladly draft with Alfian. All right, we are done with the night. John Popo there just handily taking that second game. And yeah, somebody was asking whether Arno is playing the foil Assassin's Trophy. Of course he is. What did you
It
like?
would, the normal Assassin's Trophy wouldn't be as curved as the foil ones,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
they would actually be marked. So of course he has to play foil ones. Then he has to stick them in the middle of the deck so they curve
They curve,
appropriately.
no, he has to leave it out in like Singapore weather so it curves up.
for about
and then
12
he can
minutes. Yeah, so there.
All right, we're gonna head off. Thanks for joining us. Remember, you can join us this Sunday as well, at 1 p.m. Singapore time. You decide when that is on twitch.tv/GreatOgreGames. It's our monthly, so do join us for that. And remember, every Wednesdays 8 p.m. Singapore time, you can join us on the stream twitch.tv/GreatOgreGames, or you can catch the replays on YouTube, youtube.com/GreatOgreGames. And follow our social media page if you like social media pages. If you like what we do, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. And check out our website if you want a comprehensive breakdown of how the Invitationals works. So yeah, we'll see you guys this Sunday. So yeah, stay cool and funky. Bye-bye.
Shut up and sit down.